What's going on, everyone? LA Sports back with another video. In this video, I'm going to be doing my Week 3 preview and prediction video for the New York Giants as they take on the Dallas Cowboys on Monday Night Football from MetLife Stadium. It's going to be a whiteout at the stadium tonight, and I'm very excited for that. Just want to apologize for this past week. Didn't have a video up since the Giants post-game video from week 2. I was a bit under the weather this week. You might be able to still hear it in my voice. But going to be back to the content regularly, and I'm really excited for tonight's game. I've been just soaking in the first 2 wins, and now we've got a big game here tonight. Starting at 8:15 Eastern Time, the Giants are 1-point favorites against the Dallas Cowboys with Cooper Rush under center. It's going to be a good game, but let's go over first off the injury report for the teams. We'll start off with who's out in this game for Dallas. Dak Prescott, of course, Tyron Smith, Jaron Kearse, the safety, he's going to be out of this game, as well as James Washington. Michael Gallup will not make his return, Connor McGovern, and then they have a few guys that are questionable to play, including Dalton Schultz. That's a big one. They said he's going to test out his injury and see before the game if he's going to be good to go. But it seems like he's not going to play, which would be good for the Giants. In this one, Jake Ferguson's their backup tight end, so it would be a pretty big loss for the Cowboys, who are already thin on offense, and they could use Schultz even in the blocking game with the thin offensive line. It looks like they're getting Peters back, though. That might be a big help. Of course, Jason Peters, the 9-time Pro Bowler, who recently played with the Philadelphia Eagles. He might play, but he's just going to be on a limited snap count. Micah Parsons will play in this game, which will help out a lot for the Cowboys. We obviously know how good he is, but I think this still opens up the window for the Giants. I think with all the injuries on the offensive line, I think it's really going to help. And with Cooper Rush, of course, under center, he's 2-0 in his career as a starter. So you cannot underestimate him. He had a good week last week. He beat the Bengals. Noah Brown's been his top receiver right now. Look out for him and CeeDee Lamb, of course, Tony Pollard, Ezekiel Elliott. They have some good players there. But it would be really nice if Dalton Schultz would miss the game. He's got 9 catches for 80 yards so far this season. Of course, that Cowboys offensive line is banged up, and they have a bunch of rookies in there, young guys. They're not really familiar with each other. So you obviously know Wink Martindale's going to send the house, and let's see the Giants injury report in this game. Players that are doubtful and probably won't play: Leonard Williams and Kadarius Toney. They more than likely won't play. Aaron Robinson will not play. Nick McLeod, a special team guy, he will be out of the game, or out of the lineup tonight. And then an interesting one, of course, a little bit of a lingering knee injury. Wan'Dale Robinson, the rookie, he will be out of this game for the second straight week. But 2 guys the Giants are expected to get back tonight, which is pretty damn good. It's Kayvon Thibodeau and Azeez Ojulari. So they lose 1 pass rusher in Leonard Williams, but they're getting the 2 edge rushers back for Wink Martindale to play around with, and that's going to be big. The Giants, of course, at home with the backup quarterback, a banged up offensive line, they're going to go after Cooper Rush, especially in the second half. They kind of stay back a bit in the first half we've seen so far this year, and then they kind of make adjustments as needed into the second half. And, expect a lot of pressure late in the game, especially when the crowd's into it. It's loud. Dallas can't hear much. Expect Wink Martindale to send the house. He's going to have a great game plan here. It's going to be a really fun, and a really awesome night. That whiteout is going to be something else. I'm really excited for it. And then offensively, the Giants, they just got to stick the course, kind of. Get Saquon going. Don't get too cute. I'm interested to see if Kenny Galladay is going to, really play in this game. I hope he does. I think he's going to, and I think he's going to get involved. I think he really, he's got something to prove right now, and I think he's going to come out here and play in his best game as a Giant. That's the prediction I'm making here. I think Kenny Galladay is going to have a big night if he plays, and I think he's going to try and prove to the Giants why he should be playing and why he should have played more in the first 2 weeks. I think he's really going to make a statement out there, and I hope I'm right, because that would be a good problem to have for Brian Daboll to, kind of say who's got to play in this game, who's got to start, who's got to get all the snaps at the wide receiver spot. So I'm excited to see how Galladay, responds to all the jitters and all the media and the talking and pretty much his benching. It's going to be really interesting. Jones just has to kind of stick in there, but I think the defense it's going to be a defensive battle. I think they're going to win this game for us. I think they're going to get a lot of sacks on rush, and I'm excited to see what happens. We can't underestimate Dallas's defense, though, led by Micah Parsons. We cannot. They're unbelievable. They've been really good. Micah Parsons has 4 sacks through 2 games this year. He's got 2 sacks on Brady, 2 sacks on Burrow. So he's going to try and get to Daniel Jones. Dan Quinn's, he knows how to drop a good defensive game plan, just like Wink Martindale, and I think he's going to really go after Jones. So the O-line's going to have to hold up, and I think they're going to do a good job. I think the 2 tackles and they're going to be good, and we're going to have to see how the interior is, but they're going to have to be good if the Giants want to win this game, and I think they're going to hold up. I think Jones is going to do enough to win the game. I think on the shoulders of Barkley and Galladay, I think the Giants are going to pull out of here with a 20-16 win, but like I said, it'll be a defensive battle. Probably a couple of turnovers for the defense, some good sacks, big sacks, and that crowd's going to be it's going to play a big factor like it did last week. I'm really excited for the whiteout. Giants wearing these color rush uniforms. It's going to be a really fun game, and I can't wait for it. I got 20-16 Giants, cover the 1 point, and win the game outright. You guys let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Who's going to win this game? Do you got the Giants? Do you got the Cowboys? Let me know that good stuff down below in the comment section. As always, please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. See you guys all in the next video, and as always, let's go Giants.